What is going on, my stock market bulls and bears? I'm your host Terry, and welcome to the channel Buy the Dip. All right, guys, and in today's video, we're going to cover an OTC stock. That's right, and it's going to be ticker symbol WGMCF. And what this is going to be just a CEO interview. You're going to get to hear from them and talk about this stock is 8 cents. So, like I said, do your research, listen to what the CEOs had to do. No, this is not a promotional video. I just wanted to bring the interview of the CEOs. I wanted to throw something different out there. Wanted to bring out an OTC play. I'm not recommending this by any means. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. If you're interested in it, go do your research before doing any investing. Like I said, just wanted to bring this to your attention. This is not any kind of advice at all. But guys, check out the interview and comment down below. Peace.
Weston Gold is a junior mining company, and the company works to identify and also develop high-grade underground mines that will have excellent potential for success. And with me is the CEO, Murray Nye, and also the Executive Chairman, Joseph Caraba. Thanks again. Great to see you guys again.
Oh, hi, Jane. It's wonderful to be back on your show again. Thank you very much.
And I know we talked last time about you were kind of just starting to go to the mine and look for things. So we've got an update now. And Murray, can you give me an update on the underground development?
Yeah, sure, Jane. We're developing what are known as stopes. And basically, these are production stopes. So we've done enough underground development to get to 2 zones that we've identified through drilling that have what we consider very good grade of material to mine. So the first stope we developed was it's called the Custer West Stope. It's approximately 200 feet in length. It goes up about 150 feet, and it's approximately 4 feet wide. The second stope we're developing right now, we're just about to break into it, is the term we use when we start to get in there and mine, is called the Parallel East. That is a similar type structure. It's about 200 feet in length by about 4 feet wide, and also about 150 feet high. So those 2 areas are right now is where we're mining. The term is mucking the ore out of those stopes. They go to what's called a draw point, and then from the draw point, it's hauled out of the mine, and then it goes to the mill. The current mining rate we had before this rotation was around 90 tons per day. The crews are only working 8 days a week, right, or 8 days of rotation, and they're off for 6, and then they come back in. So we're planning on moving that up to 7 days a week. We don't quite have the manpower yet to do that. The second production stope will go online probably by Wednesday, or tomorrow, I should say. So at that point, we'll be going up to about 120 tons a day. So that was kind of our near-term goal, to get to 120. And then, of course, we want to run the mill at that rate too, so we can get a flow of material coming to the mill, so that we can start the mill up and start producing some gold and silver concentrates.
Okay, so you introduced the mill, so let's get an update on the mill from Joe. Joe?
Yeah, Jane, since we last spoke, we've made a lot of progress in the mill. Just to remind everybody, this mill that we're leasing right now with an option to purchase, it was down for almost a decade. So there was quite a bit of minor maintenance to do, and some older equipment that we needed to update. We've been able to do that. I have to say, there's been a tremendous backlog of equipment, which I know you hear about that in almost everyday life that comes with it, but all of the parts and pieces are now in, and they're installed. We've put in a new filter press as well, so we're taking a lot of the moisture out of the final concentrate that's coming in. We've put a new Whiffley table in for our super concentrate, and that's working very well. So we can pour a doré bar off of that and sell it to the local refiners as well. So we are also ramping up for 7 days a week. We've just hired another group for the night shift, if you will, that are experienced to bring on to run the mill. Labor is certainly an issue just about everywhere. Qualified labor in particular is pretty tough to come by, but slowly we're doing it. We've got a good reputation. We've got a good safety record for what we're doing. And I think the folks that are coming in see that they're going to have a job long term with the prospects of the money that we've put into and the way we organize and run the mill around it. So we have about just our first container load, that is, that will ship this material overseas to be finally refined. We're right at 20 tons, so we've got our first container load, which we need at least one, if not two container loads to ship overseas to the refiners. We're in the final round of our draft contracts with a broker to sell the concentrate. That's going along very well. There's a good market for the concentrate where we are today, and the need for precious metals as well. So we're well positioned there as well. And that's kind of the last link in the chain, if you will, is now that we have the product, is selling the product. But it's a chicken and egg thing as well. You've got to have the product that's going to look more like the average that you're going to produce, so they can see what the chemistry is before they can make a final contract. So yeah, we've crossed those hurdles, and we're there, and we're very excited to see within the next month the first shipments head out the gate and head over to Asia.
Well, there's a lot more that goes into this than you realize. And you kind of know that there's a lot that goes into it, but there's even more. So let's talk about concentrates produced. Can you comment about that, Murray? What do you see?
Now, as Joe said, we've got basically three products we produce, Jane. And one is called a float concentrate. It has gold and silver in it. Some other, we actually have a little copper credit. It looks like, but primarily gold and silver. And then we produce, as Joe just indicated, a supercon off that Whiffley table that we can pour into a doré bar, if you like. That can be shipped to a local refiner in Idaho, and we get a quick turnaround on the funds for producing that. And then we get what's called a mid-grade con that will most likely add to the float con to beef it up as far as the gold and silver content is concerned.
Okay, Joe, anything to add?
No, I think it's just great. It's to see that first container load, almost ready for shipment, and being able to order the truck and the container in to go ahead and load it here in another week or so. So, yeah, that's an exciting event for us, and a big milepost to so we can get on our way to a positive cash flow in the next few months. So very exciting to see, Jane. And we've slugged through most of the winter, which, when you're using water in a mill like this, it always has its demands as well. So every day that it gets a little warmer, we do a little better in the mill and in the processing, and certainly in the mine as well.
Okay, so it sounds like things are progressing as you had hoped.
Yes, they are. Yeah, we are on track.
Okay, great. Yep. And I look forward to more updates as the summer months come in and you yield more information.
For sure.
So thank you.
Thanks, Jane.
Thanks for the update.